What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 24 online CFM game. We are now in week 13 of the 2023 season here in the Premier Madden League. For the first time this year, we get a look at the playoff bracket, which currently has our Los Angeles Rams somewhat shocking the league, being the 2 seed in the NFC conference with an 8-3 record. Even despite last week's loss to the Arizona Cardinals, we are still up there as the 2 seed and currently leading our division by way of a 3-way tiebreaker over the 49ers and the Seahawks. Our division record and our head-to-head record is pretty stout in the NFC West, so we're currently holding it down, but barely at that. We're barely holding down the division lead. We're barely holding down a playoff spot, to be completely honest, even at 8-3, especially given how banged up our team is, getting ready to face one of the best defenses in the league, the Cleveland Browns unit. We are down 5 offensive starters in this game, 3 starting offensive linemen, Tutu Atwell, who's been banged up since the Rams game, and Cam Akers. But we are used to playing without Cam Akers, and I think we're just gonna have to get used to playing without Cam Akers for the rest of the season, because I'm pretty sure Cam Akers is glitched on the IR and just cannot come off. Shout out to EA Sports for not being able to properly program the IR. They don't even have the rules right. It's supposed to be after 4 weeks you're eligible to return instead of 8. But, you know, we waited the 8 weeks and still nothing happened, so I'm just gonna chalk it up that we're not getting Cam Akers back. That's the bad news. So be it. We are used to it. I suppose it would be nice to get him back, but we're not going to get him back. The good news is we do have a dev story on the line today, and it's for Jordan Fuller, our starting strong safety, who has a chance to go from star to superstar as we are underway at SoFi Stadium. It's the leaders of the NFC West, our Los Angeles Rams, hosting the leaders of the AFC North, the current 4 seed in the AFC Conference, the Cleveland Browns, sitting at 6-5, trying to make it 7-5, but not a great start so far. Third down, Deshaun Watson in trouble and dumped unblocked. Byron Young with the sack. I gotta say, Byron Young definitely takes advantage of playing on the same side of the ball as Aaron Donald, because sometimes teams are so worried about Donald, they forget to block Young, who's going to stop Kirk Merritt on the punt return. Good return by Kirk Merritt, who, along with Zach Evans and the recently signed Latavius Murray, are going to have to step up for the rest of the season. We have to face reality that we're not going to get Cam Akers back. I don't want Stafford running the ball, but if he can sneak in a gain of 7, so be it. Into the red zone we go. That's a new set of downs by Zach Evans, who gets another 3 yards on the carry. Here's a drop back. Looking for Kupp, who is able to make the catch, but it's not really for much. Just getting this play off. Third down, Stafford. He's got space to run. He'll take it. He'll score. Matthew Stafford, the slowest man on the field, perhaps. I mean, maybe there's some offensive linemen faster than him, but I don't know, man. I feel like some of our offensive linemen might beat Stafford in a 40 at this point of Matthew's career. But, hey, man, Matt got in there. Shout out to him. Matt Stafford, of course, had that big touchdown week 6 against Philadelphia. Ankle-breaking run. That time it was a little bit easier. We normally don't rely on Stafford to do things like that, but when the pocket is good, when you have good pocket presence, you can step up and make that kind of play. Interception! Jason Taylor II, sky high with the theft. Stafford under pressure, and that's going to be a theme of the day. Can this backup offensive line hold up against the likes of Myles Garrett and Zadarius Smith? Great play outside. Van Jefferson with the grab. Van Jefferson getting a good block outside on first down, allowing Kirk Merritt to get a gain of 6. We were running Jeff Smith last week for his speed in that Tutu Atwell position. Now we're going to start Van Jefferson and see if that works out any better. That doesn't work out well at all. Third down, just needing a yard. We lost 2 instead. And we're going to settle for the field goal here. Usually my theory is, off of a turnover, I like to score points. Even if it's settling for a field goal in a situation like that, I want to at least get some points to reward our defense for the play and, you know, make the opponent feel bad about turning it over. Maybe they'll have a different mindset coming into this next possession. They're down 2 possessions, obviously early in the game. 10-minute quarters, a lot can happen. Play action, Watson going underneath. That's going to be caught by, I believe, Jordan Atkins, the tight end. You'll notice number 54, Jordan Willis, is starting at the outside linebacker position that is normally occupied by Nick Hampton. Nick Hampton is a healthy scratch for today's game as Watson bombing for Cooper, and he makes the grab for the touchdown. Amari Cooper downfield, and beating Tre'Davious Hodges-Tomlinson in man coverage. I mean, look, man, we can't just exclusively run zone. We want to at least mix in man coverage here and there, but man, whenever we run man coverage, it seems like nothing good ever comes out of it. So maybe we do have to run zone. Maybe it's our only way to survive. As we go outside looking for Cup, that's going to be swatted away. You know, that was pretty good coverage. Usually that corner at the Cooper Cup works out well for us. Not there. Well, that should work, but Matt Stafford just misses Van Jefferson. Third down, Stafford drop back, bombing for Cobb. That's a jump ball, but it's out of the reach for Cooper Kupp. Didn't even give him a chance to make a play as we end the first quarter with an Ethan Evans punt. So after the hot start, we've cooled down a little bit. So back to the Jordan Willis thing. The reason why we're going with Willis over Nick Hampton is hopefully for better run defense, hopefully get someone that can set the edge better, because having Nick Hampton and Byron Young out there, they're both low-strength outside linebackers, low block shed. Jordan Willis at least has high strength and a little bit better block shed than Nick Hampton. After last week's game giving up 200 yards to Emery DeMarcado, hopefully we can turn things around in that department. That's a big play for Jordan Fuller. He's got the depth story. He's got an interception to his name. He needs one more big play, and he will be on his way to superstar status. Third down and 1. Stafford under center. Here comes the blitz. Stafford is down. He is down. Got to get that play off quicker. 6 men. We got 5 people on a route. Someone's unblocked. And that's just, you know, lack of execution in that front. That's perfect execution by Aaron Donald. And, you know, once again, these third down and short situations seem to be biting us. It happened a couple of weeks ago, I believe, against the Seahawks. So, you know, even with our new offensive playbook, we're still trying to figure things out as Watson going outside for, oh, wow, for Nick Chubb. That is a perfect pass by Deshaun Watson in a tight window. Oh, another perfect pass. Watson needs a heat check right now. Watson drop back, firing, corner. All right, he got his heat check. Amari Cooper paid the price for it. Hospital ball as Nick Chubb has been limited so far. That's the good news for us, but we got to get a stop in the passing attack. No, it's going to be Chubb on third down, and he's not going to get too far. Byron Young eventually able to make the tackle, and, you know, hopefully this Jordan Willis addition to the lineup over Nick Hampton is not going to be a game changer by any means. Jordan Willis is like a 68 overall. I just picked him up from free agency. But it's just what we have to do with these Rams. We are picking from the bottom of the barrel, trying to survive out here. And at this point, trying to compete, because we are fully in position to try to compete for a playoff spot, try to compete for a playoff or a division win. But we're not competing well right now. Missing open passes like that. Third down, Stafford looking for Van Jefferson with the grab. And that's a play that Jeff Smith was not able to make last week on the same exact play. Van Jefferson gets more separation, makes the grab. So, you know, without Tutu Atwell, we kind of just have to go with best available over trying to make a scheme fit kind of thing with Jeff Smith. Another third down. Here's Stafford, has the time, outside for Nakua, and Matt Stafford is really struggling today. The accuracy is not there at all. That is the third or fourth missed pass where Stafford hasn't even given anyone a chance. And missing a pass like that on third down, open man, Puka Nakua, that hurts a little bit, to say the least. Nick Chubb is really boxed up in this one. 9 for 16. I didn't think putting Jordan Willis in the lineup would change that much. But here we are. Third down going to Chubb. Can he make the play? I think he did. No. It's 4th down and inches with 46 seconds left in the first half. And no way the Browns are going to go for this in goal line, right? They have Chubb in the backfield. Let's see if he gets the carry. It's Watson carried backward. Oh, my goodness. A curious play call by the Browns has gifted the Rams great field position. Immediately into the red zone we go after the Kirk Merritt carry. We do only have 1 timeout, so we don't want to dilly-dally here. We got to score as quickly as possible. Going to Merritt once again. Got a good block from Saffold, the backup left guard, and that'll take us to the 7-yard line. As was that us calling our final timeout? Yeah, we just called our final timeout on 2nd down and 4. So now we really got to be careful with the field goal in the bag. Can we score a touchdown? Stafford in trouble. Myles Garrett. Yeah, it was a matter of time before Myles Garrett started doing stuff like that. We have no Rob Havenstein on that right side, and I mean the backup's like a 65 overall. So here's third down. Here's Stafford unblocked man, and yeesh. I mean, Matt Stafford is paying the price right now. He is paying the price. Sometimes you can't even blame the man for some of his accurate passes because we are feeding him to the wolves. Thankfully, we got 3 points. That's a free 3 points. And once again, getting points off of turnovers, even a turnover on downs. I mean, that's the difference between us leading the game and perhaps us falling behind. One more play before the end of the first half. It's Nick Chubb on the run, and Kobe Durant eventually able to force him out of bounds. And that's the best run Nick Chubb had today, and that was against a prevent defense. So that is very encouraging for us. We just got to find a little bit more offense, a little bit better execution, and we should be able to pull away in this one. Kirk Merritt electing to return the opening kickoff in the second half. Merritt trying to find a crease as our Rams looking for another win to get us to a 9-3 mark in the regular season. Van Jefferson starting to drive off with a nice gain, a first down without being touched. Only Stafford's 5th completion of the ball game. Make it 6 as we go down low. Tyler Higbee fighting for every yard he can. A little RPO. Cooper Kupp, he's been silent in this one, but here he is making noise now. You can never keep Kupp down for too long. Stafford, another drop back, wide open, in stride, Kirko, bang, touchdown, Rams. Hey man, Kirk Merritt, he's a weapon. He is a weapon in the passing game. That is the one true advantage we have over not having Cam Akers, having Kirk Merritt in there. He is a better receiving back. With that speed and route running ability, he just gets such good separation. And of course, we know those wheel routes, they get a lot of separation in general. Right back come the Cleveland Browns. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards in one play. And that was a mismatch in its own right, as we had Deion Jones trying to cover the track star, Marquise Goodwin. I mean, yeah, that's just not good by us, leaving Deion Jones on the island. I didn't realize Deion Jones was covering Goodwin until it was too late. But yeah, a 4 wide receiver set, having Deion Jones trying to cover one of those receivers, we just put him in a bad position. And giving up free plays like that is not the mantra of Rams football. We fight, we scrap, and we claw for everything that we can earn. Especially when sometimes we do the right thing and we still don't get rewarded. Shout out Matt Stafford. So when we give up 3 touchdowns like that, that really hurts. As Latavius Murray jumping over the pile in his first carry of the game, setting up the screen for Kupp, and he is blasted. He actually lost 2 yards by making the catch. Trying to go to Higbee on second down, and not even a check down is really working out well for us. Third down and long, just outside of field goal range. We can't get into field goal range without getting a first down. Bombing for Kupp. It's intercepted. Juan Thornhill with the theft. Yeah, that time we were just a little bit too under pressure. Despite going with a max protector on third down, it still didn't matter. Nick Chubb, first huge run of the game. You can never keep a great running back down for too long. And just like that, Chubb is on fire. Watson afforded the time, finding Elijah Moore, who is cooking to the 16-yard line. Watson, next play, Amari Cooper, his bona fide #1 wide receiver with the grab. More good effort, eventually brought down by somehow Aaron Donald, who's now on fire himself. Third down, Chubb extending and getting the first down. Huge run by Nick Chubb. He is wrecking havoc with that wrecking ball. He's down to the 1-yard line. Chubb once more. Why not? Oh, wow. Great job by Byron Young. That deactivates Chubb on third down. He'll get another crack at it, and he's in. Reader had him in his grasp, but Chubb keeps the legs churning until he scores, and the Browns have the lead. Oh man, that's just the power of having Nick Chubb on your team, where, you know, even if you put yourself in the right position, it's Nick Chubb. As I mean, we know that. We have Cooper Kupp and Aaron Donald. We know what that's like. Oh, yeah, we know what it's like to have backup offensive linemen. So doing that play did not work out well for us. Watch out! Oh, it's popped up in the air for Zadarius Smith. Robert Ducky, you are the one for the Cleveland Browns to extend the lead. Oh, a backbreaking. It'll count in the books as a pick 6 by Matthew Stafford. But to be fair to Matt, I mean, what was he supposed to do, right? A man just comes in pretty much unblocked, throw the right tackle to the ground, and, I mean, getting hit trying to throw a check down immediately after the snap. Yeah, that's tough. That is a tough one to swallow, and now we find ourselves down by 11 in a game where it looked like we were about to have control of, but then we gave up that big Deion Jones touchdown, and now it's the Browns with all the momentum, and we have to make a double-digit comeback. Oh, that's not going to help. Emerson, he's got a clear path to the end zone. No Ram nearby. A pick 6 on back-to-back possessions by the Los Angeles Rams. Whoo, baby, we are in trouble now. It is going to be, after this PAT, an 18-point game. I mean, that's just a great play by Emerson. Tip of the cap to him. I didn't think he would be able to get that far up in the air to jump and out route to Puka Nacua. I didn't think he was in position, but yeah, Emerson's got that star under his name for a reason, it looks like. So, yeah, just shout out to him, but you know, we've made 2 big mistakes in this game. Arguably 3 if you include the one-play touchdown. And, I mean, that's all it takes. That's all it takes for our Rams to suddenly be shell-shocked and down big in a ball game. We have to play so well to barely win ball games. And if we don't play that near-perfect brand of football, this is the result. And it's a lot of pressure to know that you have to play damn near perfect to compete with a team like the Cleveland Browns, who are way higher of an overall than us. But I mean, that, of course, is the challenge that we have accepted. It's just we're probably, you know, not in the position we should be in. I don't think this is a team that should be 8-3 and in the thick of it, but here we are, and we're still trying to make it 9-3. But Emerson just got his 2nd interception of the game. Stafford and Higbee not on the same page for whatever reason. Higbee was open there, but yeah, the second half we have thrown 3 interceptions. There's nothing more you can say about that. Deshaun Watson threw 2 interceptions in the first half. That gave us the control, and we have given the control right back. We'll force the 3 now on the Cleveland Browns as Kobe Durant tries to block the punt. But at this point, we're going to need divine intervention to try to get back into this game. I don't think we can do it outright on skill. Tre'Davious Hodges-Tomlinson on the punt return. And at this point, we're actually just going to turn away from Matt Stafford. He's cooked for this one. We're going to go to Stetson Bennett, and if he can lead a comeback, it's kind of like last week against the Arizona Cardinals. If he can lead a comeback, cool. But if anything, like I think we just seen enough from Matt Stafford, and I think we've already seen enough from Stetson Bennett. Though that was my bad right there. That had nothing to do with Stetson Bennett. I just tried to force that RPO like Wookie slant right there, and we Wookie'd ourselves right into an interception. Shot to Kobe Durant, forcing the incompletion. 2nd down, Chubb. I'd say we've done a pretty good job on Nick Chubb today. He had that one run to start the 3rd quarter, but otherwise, I mean, look, he's been boxed up. Run defense has not been the issue today, which is good because that was a huge issue in last week's game. Oh, Cup, don't touch it! Oh, Cooper, what are you doing, man? You know, I tried to click on and move away. It doesn't look like it, but I tried to move away right there. But Madden locked on Cooper Kupp to the ball, and there was nothing I could do to shake it. So I guess I could have clicked off. I don't know. But Cooper Kupp was determined to track that ball down and make the catch and pin us at our own 1-yard line. I mean, look, down 18 points in the 4th quarter. If we started at the 20 as opposed to our own 1, we still needed that divine intervention to get back into the game. But, oh, with Stetson Bennett? I mean, now we're down 5 starters and Stetson Bennett's at quarterback? Like, what are we playing at right now? Man, I mean, look, who's open? Bomb it downfield. That should have been intercepted, but instead it's caught by Cooper Kupp. Hey, Stetson Bennett does have a completion all the way through. One of those completions is an interception. But, hey, look, Stetson Bennett's not throwing poor accuracy passes. Let's give it up to him, right? I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. I mean, that's just part of the problem of today's game. The interior, we have been getting cooked in the interior. And you know what they say, football games are won and lost in the trenches. And, I mean, we were cooked before the game even started with this offensive line versus the Browns defense. As Tyler Higbee makes a nice grab. Maybe we can score a touchdown before we get out of here. You know, make it a 10-point game or a 9-point game. Higbee open. Stetson delivers. Higbee just able to skate in for the touchdown. Stetson Bennett cooking up a little bit of something. I see you out there. 2-point conversion because, you know, why not? Here's a drop back. Bennett got it to Van Jefferson. Well, actually, we needed that 2-point conversion to make it a 10-point game. I kind of miscounted. Here we go. Onside kick. Maher not able to deliver. Bell with the grab, and that should be game. We do have all 3 of our timeouts. But that won't matter because Nick Chubb's got the 1st down. Nick Chubb's got a touchdown if he so chooses to score. But Chubb gets down at the 1. I suppose in a little bit of a sign of respect, a sign of sportsmanship there, and just trying to get the game over with as soon as possible. So even though we have all of our timeouts, I mean, there's not really much of a point, and I don't even think the clock would have lined up for us to use all those timeouts anyways. But even if they did, I mean, look, Chubb could have scored that touchdown. He got down to 1. It is what it is. That game was cooked for a while. I mean, that second half was an absolute disaster. We were up by 10. We were up by 10 in that second half and melted down. And, I mean, it's been a common theme for us. even though we have a really good record, when you look at it, we have lost 4 of our last 5 games in the 1 game we won. We barely beat the Seahawks. And a game that probably should have at least went to overtime. So, I mean, we got a lot to try to figure out with this Rams team and not a lot of time. We are on a downward spiral. We're having injuries at the worst time. It's all falling apart. Hopefully we can turn things around against the Baltimore Ravens next week. Unfortunately, we did not get the dev story for Jordan Fuller. We got that one interception, which was so hype. And then nothing good happened for the rest of the game for Jordan Fuller or for our team in general. We didn't hold the Browns under enough passing yards, and we just didn't make it happen. It would have been nice to make him superstar. It would have not been like a franchise-chasing thing because he's a 78 overall. He's an upcoming free agent, and we were going to let him walk unless maybe he got that dev story. Then maybe we resign him. But Jordan Fuller is an upcoming free agent, so it is what it is at the end of the day. At least we didn't get any injuries. Positives, gotta look at the positives, but we are gonna drop to 8-4. So that's gonna do it for this video, man. Shout out to the Browns, good games to them. Leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw today. Subscribe for more Madden 24 online games, and I will catch you guys next time. December is still the month of Rams football. I'll see you tomorrow for more action. Thank you for watching.